welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alex and I am obsessed with all things thrifting, home decor, and fashion. I'm also a digital nomad and split my time between LA and Europe. I love documenting my thrifting travels in all the countries that I travel to. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more content from me. Today, I'm super excited to be kicking off a home tour series because while I'm here in LA, I am in a beautiful home in Venice Beach and I have been working to furnish it and decorate it with mostly thrifted items. Today, I'm taking you through my living room tour and showing you how I furnished and decorated it all with secondhand and thrifted items. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and also leave me a comment down below what video you want to see from me next. I'm planning on showing tours of the living room, the kitchen, my office space, my bedroom, so there's a lot more content coming your way. So be sure to subscribe, and without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, so I'll start with a quick overview of the living room. This house was built in 1916. It's a classic California bungalow style home, and the windows and doors are original to the house, but you can see on the left there were some additions made with French doors leading out onto a patio. This part of LA has seen a lot of new construction and there are a lot of tear downs happening, so we're really happy to be preserving this architecture, and we are still one of the few last bungalows remaining on our block. So moving on to the furniture and decor, mostly everything in this room was thrifted or is secondhand or was a family heirloom. So this couch was an almost $5,000 couch from West Elm that we picked up off of Facebook Marketplace for $1,900. So still a bigger purchase, but super happy to have found it gently used and secondhand because it was a fraction of the cost. It was also in excellent condition. We purchased it from someone who had gotten it for their office in the beginning of 2020. And obviously with lockdown, many offices were shut down completely. So this couch had barely been used. It is a queen pullout and it has a storage space under the chaise. So it's a really high quality piece and I'm really, really happy with this purchase. When we bought it, one of the feet of the couch was broken, but I was able to just replace that for a few dollars. Other than that, we've really, really enjoyed the couch. It's super comfy, so I would highly recommend, especially if you can find it secondhand. These throw pillows have been collected from a variety of places. The black and white ones I thrifted in San Francisco, but they are definitely originally IKEA. The peach-colored flower print pillows were made by my grandmother. She really loved this pattern and made 2 pillows out of them, which have held up really well. The gold one she also made, but it is definitely in its last years. And the black and white one in the middle there, my parents brought back from a trip from Peru. The other ones were thrifted in various locations. This coffee table you'll recognize from my San Francisco apartment. I picked it up during a closeout of another office in San Francisco many years ago. It's originally CB2 and it has a beautiful glass tabletop with a sturdy wood bottom. The coffee table is sitting on top of a rug that my parents brought back from Peru. It's really beautiful and I really wanted the space to have colorful, bright pieces. I think this adds a lot of visual interest to the space and really completes the room. On top of the coffee table, I just have some thrifted books. I've been slowly making my way through The Story of Art. Highly recommend that. And I'm really excited for this garden book because I have been getting into gardening. I'm not an expert by any means, but I've managed to grow zucchini, herbs, cauliflower, tomatoes, and I'm excited to continue building my garden this spring. Behind the couch, I have this silver arc lamp that I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace. I really like that it is very modern and it balances out the otherwise very boho room. Of course, we love the earthy tones, but it is nice every now and then to add the metallic modern accent so that the room is a little bit more balanced. Then facing the couch, we have our TV and a fern plant that has seen better days, but I did give her a good prune, so I'm hoping she will come back to life. And here I have a thrifted basket that I have several throw blankets in. Behind the couch, we keep some workout equipment, and I won't talk too much about the outdoor patio since that will be shown in an upcoming video, but the 2 doors there on the right do lead out to that space. Here we have a larger fiddle leaf fig tree that my mom has grown since it was a tiny little sprig. So super thankful that she has taken such great care of it. And I think it goes really well here to frame this original window. We also purchased this entryway piece from Facebook Marketplace. It was $100 for the whole unit plus the baskets, which I thought was a great deal. And then on the bottom shelves, we keep some art supplies and my easel. We desperately needed some sort of organizational piece here, so I'm really happy with that purchase. Then on top of the entryway piece, we have 2 candlesticks on the left, a wood candlestick and a glass candlestick that I thrifted here in LA. And I really liked mixing those textures. I think it adds a lot of visual interest. Then we have a few plants. I am propagating some pothos and some small succulents. And then we have my monstera that I picked up at Trader Joe's. I haven't yet found a pot that I like to put it in, so it's still in its original wrapping. And then finally, we have this beautiful wood bowl that my brother bought in Mexico. To the right of the entryway, just before the door, we have this, what I think was an umbrella holder, so a China umbrella holder, and it has some pampas grass. I did just notice yesterday when I was filming that it still has the Goodwill tag on it, so I purchased it at Goodwill in San Francisco, and it was $14.99. So moving on to the other wall in the living room, this piano has been in my family for ages. I actually learned how to play piano on this unit here, and this was gifted to my parents right after their wedding. So it's definitely a special piece. Then we have some artwork on the walls. The 2 pieces on either side were my mother's, and then this block print was made by my grandmother. Then you'll recognize this vase from my San Francisco apartment, which was thrifted in San Francisco, and I have a sprig of eucalyptus in it. And here I have more plant propagation going. This plant's actually doing really well, so I'm super happy about that. This vintage lamp belonged to my grandmother. My grandmother had incredible taste, as you can see. So it definitely is a little worn, but I like that look, and I think I'll just keep it that way. I have another monstera, which I also picked up at Trader Joe's. Anytime you see them at Trader Joe's, I would highly recommend you pick one up. That is definitely the best price I've found for a monstera. Then down below here, we have our piano stool, which my mom picked up at an antique shop. It rotates to adjust its height, and it has these really sturdy metal legs with this really interesting marble foot at the base. I think it's such a cool, unique piece. I've never seen anything like it. To the right of the piano, we have 2 shelves that hold old classic books and travel books. Everyone in my family really has the travel bug, so those are kind of like trophies for us. And then we have a chest that also came from my San Francisco apartment, and it just houses sheets and towels for when guests visit. And here you have a little bit of a sneak peek into the dining room, but I have my incredible blue glass vase that I thrifted in San Francisco for $20 with some pampas grass. And this just acts as kind of the separation between the dining room and the living room. So here's a final overview of this space. It is quirky and colorful, and I'm really glad that we've been able to showcase all of these sentimental pieces. I'm also really happy that most of the big substantial pieces in the space have been thrifted or were secondhand, and that we've been able to give them a new life in this really beautiful home. All right, well, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe because, like I said, I'm going to be sharing room tours of all the other spaces in my home. If you're looking for more inspiration, be sure to check out some of the other videos on my channel. I decorated my entire San Francisco apartment with only thrifted items. Be sure to comment down below what was your favorite piece out of the living room tour, and let me know what other spaces in my house you want to see next. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!